This is one time to bring up the scripture and say, he who has no sin should cast the first stone, because this person has a sin.
If it wasn't that we had criminal law instituted, it was legitimate under our culture to kill the man.
For coming to meet his
For violating his home.
The man supposed to go down with the victim as well. Yes. That is why Quran says that if you catch both of them are going to take the blala.
I don't even know whether we are encouraging the culture, because as far as I'm concerned, most culture does not favor women.
Somebody's wife go and lay down her body for another man. It's too much.
There are a group of people that this would not affect, but those who are at home, the grassroots of a certain socioeconomic class, are those that suffer from the backlash of cultures like this or traditions like this.
In Oyo, for instance, particularly Ibadan, a woman can cuddle in the room opposite her door, born there and come back to husband's house, no consequence. Yes, no, they go far. But you see those people in the Bendel.
A community has come under scrutiny after a married woman was publicly caned for allegedly engaging in an intimate encounter with another man, while some residents defended the action as a way of preserving moral values and deterring infidelity. Many Nigerians have questioned the fairness of the punishment. Critics argue that the incident exposes a long-standing double standard in society, where women often bear the full weight of public condemnation for acts involving two consenting adults. They ask, what happened to the man involved? Was he also punished, or was the woman singled out simply because she's female? The controversy has sparked wider conversations about gender bias, cultural expectations, and accountability in relationships. As opinions remain sharply divided, one question stands out. Are women more judged harshly than men when it comes to matters of love, marriage, and fidelity? Please, I need you, all Nigerians to join this conversation on 020-1635-2013 or 090-241-63440. And we are live on DSTV channel 164. Tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC, and we're streaming live on YouTube. When I saw this, the first thing that came to mind was, I thought Jesus died for this particular sin. In the Bible, the adulterous woman, when everybody was rushing to throw stones at her, he stopped it. I'm like, and here we are, we've brought it back. Anyways, do we agree that this is something we need to do to protect the moral fiber of our society? Or are we being unfair because it's the woman that was singled out?
Careful what you subscribe to. That's what I would say. Culturally, before they will say she wear hijab, culturally, what women have subscribed to under patriarchy is stronger laws and checks on things of this nature and other things. So you have a woman's role include, you're not just your parents' child. Upon marriage, you belong to in-laws. You belong to cultures that things that sometimes are unknown to you. I know that. Some tribes, you see them telling their children, don't marry from a certain tribe because of the strenuous traditional practices that they have against women and all of that. So when you now go and subscribe, because I saw this video, sadly, people like to think it's a northern thing when this kind of punishment is meted to someone. But this video is from a Delta tribe. Yeah. This is not new to us in the Southwest and the Southeast. These are not new things, but they are not as loud as, as when the camera turns and is always on the north. So when women subscribe to certain families and tribes, you will see culture. If you go to the Badagry into Lome, there's a culture of, like a cultural DNA that women are made to go through when they're pregnant.
How's that?
As if the men, don't commit infidelity. Okay. When you have your child, they will put water on the roof. The woman is supposed to jump. If something were to happen, whether she falls or the baby falls or anything, they will say, okay, I'll mock on you. All of those. So just be careful what you subscribe to. Have an understanding of where you are marrying to, because we will now be analyzing things like this. There are a lot of cultures, a lot of tribes that have moved past this. But these were cultures across little tribes everywhere checking.
Do you have
on
a
women.
choice? The way you said, like, subscribe to. Do you have a
when
choice
you marry
really
now,
in that?
When you marry, number one, you have subscribed. When you are given the option and you take it, further approval.
So the woman can say, don't dare beat me.
No, the woman can say yes. She can.
From the beginning, you can lay your...
The choice is that you're going to be divorced.
Okay.
Yeah, you might not even reach divorce.
From the
beginning, they just know that this person, they cannot try it with this, our wife. There are communities where you hear, you know, our wife, her body, they very, very hot. We cannot just go to her house like that. They have another wife that they can easily just go to that one's house, enter pots, do anyhow. But there's a particular wife that right from as she got married, she put the boundaries in place. So they are cultural norms they want to execute and impress upon such a person. They would rethink it because right from the beginning, this one craze, you don't craze the craze from the beginning. So there's a way they behave with such people. But if you're permissive, everything that happens would come on you. But in this case, I am totally against immorality or sexual perversion or whatever it is that infidelity or everything that it represents. However, I am not in support of double standard, which is what happens in most cases. You catch two people, you will beat the woman. Why is the man involved in this thing? Because the woman cannot cheat on herself. There's a man involved. Why are they flogging the woman and they did not flog the man? Like, really, why? The man knows there's a married woman is in bed with. So why did you now let the man go? The man too should be held accountable for going into bed with a married woman. That man, they should both receive the flogging. We flog one here, one there. One here, one there. If you really want to fight this immorality, don't pick on one person. Don't pick on a weaker person. It's very, very wrong.
And we do it. Subscribe to.
Yes, and we do it historically. We do it right from time. People, you see a case, prostitution is going on. They pick on the girl. Even when police want to arrest prostitutes, they will gather the ladies, but they have customers. Gather the customers, because if there's no customer, no woman will stay on the streets. So if a woman is found cheating on her husband, where is the man?
So very unpopular opinion again is what you subscribe to. Because I read this mail yesterday and I kept thinking, because the man is not under their family.
Are we now going to be talking about describing their culture or something?
It's not, Babi, I don't feel it's culture.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, in fact, when I saw that video, I was like, man, Martin Natasha Bulala Wakatamba, Azin.
They should beat very well.
No, Azin, they really flog. Very, very well. So this thing, what comes to me is that now the problem is that we're now mixing culture. Which one are we doing? Culture and religion, or how are we mixing it? It's not mixed. You can see we can't mix it well. Because look at, now, what did she do? Did you catch her? Did you see them? Now, you have seen them, or maybe she did something like that. You now left the man, and you are now hitting the woman. I know of a lot of culture, just like what Nima said, a lot of cultures they do. Why is it that when they are doing all these cultural laws, it's only on the woman? It's never on the man. There's one culture that I know, once a woman is even just only suspect, is the man stops eating the woman's food. Once the woman stops eating the woman's, the man stops eating the woman's food. Meanwhile, the man too has been going up and down, sleeping with women. But once, just suspect, not that you've seen the person, they'll tell you that the man should not eat the woman's food. Then gradually, the woman will now, they'll tell the woman that, yes, that if he eats the food, he is going to die. So you can see automatically you have ruined that marriage, you have scattered the woman's life, you have scattered the children's life, that kind of a thing. So sometimes let's understand what we are doing. Is it cultural beliefs, or we are going, because religion has come and he has erased all of these things. It has said that leave judgment. God has said leave judgment to me.
Except it is
so what is it? In fact, do you know that
criminal case?
Yes, do you know that even before you even say somebody has committed something,
is it in the Bible or in the Quran?
It's also in the Quran. It's also in the Quran. But the only time that you'll be able to catch is when you catch somebody, because in the Quran, for adulterous affair.
I know you're thinking in this case they caught them red-handed and then they saw them happening. Is it okay?
Flog both of them.
It's not. It's still not.
You wanted to land your point on
the what you subscribe to.
Yes, what you subscribe. Because for me, I don't think any woman will say, okay,
so
flog
the
me.
woman subscribes to either her family or by marriage, her husband's family. Now I'm going to ask women. I'm not supporting beating of women, but if it is a consequence of something you know of, do better.
Okay.
Let's be careful.
Okay.
Yes.
If it is a consequence of something you are aware of, do better.
Okay.
If the marriage not work, I always say it, chest your divorce now. Then you move on honorably. Don't take out honor and then do the immorality, and then we are deciding that you are not deserving of consequence. This is not supporting anything. This is just, picking the unpopular view.
It's not about not...
Hold on, I want to learn something.
Okay.
You interrupted me the first time and I almost forgot what I was saying. The woman has subscribed by marriage to her husband's family and their rules. You notice that she was not beaten by strangers. In that video, if you could have listened well, there was the sound of her child involved in the judgment. If the family are all subscribed to this and you are aware of it, not let them catch you if you go even do are not there. That's my point. Now, why I'm saying this carefully is that we do this. And then society regulates itself in these ways, and then we totally have taken our shame. This man did not subscribe to that family. It does not mean that there are no cultures that focus on men. If you have heard of Magu, in the Southwest culture, now man the key, not the key woman, except the woman not get customer. In certain practices of it. So, and what's it called? English. Promiscuous man. That decide to come and invade the sanctity of the marriage of another man's home. Is at risk of dying. That's why they say that the woman either kills her promiscuous partner or her husband. They will place it on the woman to trap the man. So we have these cultures. My point is, these are society's ways of regulating itself. Okay. Over time, when we have watered it down for the Igbo alternatives, we now compare our society to lawless
saying
places.
that is not fair. That's what we're discussing.
Not fairness fair. Of it. Even death penalty is not fair. It's moratorium has been placed on it.
Let me take this call from Courage. Courage is calling us from Abuja. Good morning, Courage.
Good morning.
Good morning,
everybody.
Courage.
Morning.
And I am happy to be able to reach this platform today.
Yeah, we're happy
I am so happy. Numa, you are good. You hit the nail right on the head. That is the point in life. When you are married to a man, even the Bible tells you, you leave your father and your mother, you cleave to a man. Okay. You are married to his culture. The culture is the function of our religion today. The culture is the function of our religion today. So there is no separation between culture and religion. If I ask all of us on this table, either our father or our mother have been married to 2 or 3 wives, were the men flogged? Was that not culture? Did we accept it? Was religion not there when we accept that? Nima already said it that. Just that when Christianity came in, we watered down our religion. Today we say we are Christian. But in our traditional marriages, we break kola nuts. Is that not culture? Is that not tradition?
Okay.
And we not bring into religion. When we see what favors us, we start to talk about religion. When it doesn't favor us, we start to talk about neglect and
inflicting pain,
driving one of the other.
Okay, Courage, I hear you. My question, if you are still there, my question is, yes. We understand this is culture, but in today's times, do we think that culture is fair? Can we work upon the culture so that everybody gets fair punishment? Okay. You just singled out a woman for this punishment.
In my own answer, it is not right to single out the woman.
Okay.
First of all, I know for the man, just like Nema said, even in my place, the family of the woman, the in-law, will punish the woman. Okay. Then the man is going to be called to the general family meeting. Either he will be sent out of the village, because you know that woman is a married woman. And going into an affair with a married woman, even me, I'm a married man, even if I'm having an extramarital affair today, if I know that woman is married or engaged, I dare not go towards that person. I'm a Benin man. No Benin man will do that. So any man who goes to bed with a married woman, I think it is time such men should be brought out, shamed as the women too are shamed.
Thank you.
But first, the women should know that once you are married, just stay away from this. The men are allowed to do it. What about Moses in the Bible? We have names. King Solomon and the rest of the Bible.
I hear him.
Let us accept our faith and take it the way it is and just embrace it.
Okay.
The women are always on the giving side. When the family is good, we call it on the man. When it is bad, call it on the woman. But the women are the holders of the house.
Wow.
Please keep that your holiness and make the home good for you, your children, and for your husband. So that I can take better good care of you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. Why people vibrating? He hasn't said anything out of
Prince
it.
Courage in one contribution.
Yes.
I agreed, disagreed, agreed.
No. You're misunderstanding him. He agrees.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
No. What he's saying is there's no cheating in African tradition. Meaning, if a man sleeps with another woman that is single, it's okay. But a married woman, he agrees that a man sleeping with a married woman needs to be singled out as well.
I did not agree with the first thing.
But the other one, we marry first wife, second wife, third wife. Yes. Even with Christianity and Islam,
they married. So Prince Courage, they married the second wife. They did not go and do the second wife outside. Married into the house.
What about the single
married wife? Married fourth wife. You can marry if you want to, and your relationship agrees to the marriage. It does not justify infidelity and sleeping with single ladies. So in one sentence, you are like, I won't sleep with a married. But you can sleep with single,
that's
but you are married.
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Wait,
I am talking the all torchlights in my brain.
Okay. Hold on, let me land my point. So, one, if you say traditionally, there is nothing like you are allowed to marry multiple women.
Concubines.
Marry the multiple women. Marry them. Multiple women. Marry them.
There's a process of marrying.
You shouldn't be sleeping with before you marry them.
Exactly.
That's wrong. Because if you don't marry the person, you know.
If they sleep with the first wife before they marry her, it's okay. If that was the process that they used to marry the first wife,
I don't like that statement of polygamy is our culture, and polygamy is different from philandering. Polygamy is different from indiscriminately sleeping around with everybody around. That's not our culture. Culturally, you choose to marry. You see the girl, this flower is entering my eye from your compound. I go there, I pluck the flower, I marry. You see another flower entering your eye, go there, pluck the flower, marry. But we are assuming that we knock to pluck the flowers. We pluck the flowers without knocking. So we now make it our standard that women is cultured, it is religion that is making us.
I hear what you say, but let me take this call from Niger. Joseph is calling us from Niger. Good morning, Joseph.
Once again, Mr. Joseph Ejale.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, we are.
Just as the last speaker said, why that a woman is so special is that it is natural. You are the people that bear children. Right. And if you allow or any that allows a woman to be fully up and down or having affair with other men.
Thank you.
I know the sensitive nature of that. As far as the one that do bring children to the world, that's why we're reading in one of the social media posts the last time said if they really want to conduct a DNA among women, you will discover that or find that more than 90% of the children are not from the men. So it's very sensitive. Like myself, as last week I said, I have from Edo. Isha in particular.
It's all of the
whenever we want to leave hope for any area, our parents cover. Make sure you don't sleep. Make sure you don't sleep with another man's wife.
Okay.
So these are the reasons why we are very careful. I know there are some cultures that even allow women to go out with other men, which is not close to fairness. Although it cannot be proved, there is no way to be approved for a woman to have affairs with other men because of the children. How will you classify the children when they come to the world? I think these are the reasons that of the women are very sensitive than that of the men.
Nima, you're about to jump in.
Why are you calling me? So I said that we cannot legislate these cultures just based on this incident, based on our own emotions presently. These things were reached at over time. And a woman who has been given the punishment is not thrown out of her husband's house. So don't forget the option that she's also taking it. If you love somebody so much, you can cuddle them according to the way they captioned this thing. Cuddle them away to their house now. And this is why I'm taking it carefully. In Oyo, for instance, particularly Ibadan, a woman can cuddle in the room opposite her door, born there and come back to husband's house, no consequence. Yes, no, they go far. But you see those people in the Bendel of those days, you see this punishment, it is classical. In the Southwest also, something different. A woman whose child, who they believe is lackadaisical over her childhood, or maternal duties, and a child is mistakenly falling from her back. They've created consequences such that she's shamed. She has to do certain retributional around the place, and it is not all over the place. So some of these cultures, my mother used to tell me when I was in university, I beg go know where they marry from, because some things. I remember when my sister said she was marrying from Kwara, my parents were panicking. They panicked. That the one that we even understand, we are trying to protect you girls from it. Okay. Talk less of the ones we do not understand. So cultures, they are peculiar. My problem is with women who know these things. When you now cross it, you then come and start to criticize it. Or occasionally, leave it.
No, what I was saying, I hear you, but sometimes we have all gone abroad, we have gone to different countries, and then we get married in the township, and then something happens, then they say that I should come and lie down.
You know what shocks women the most? When you marry in the township and you then have to go for burial.
Exactly. So you see, and then you're surprised. But let's take this call. Reverend Samuel is calling us from Kef in Nasarawa State. Good morning, Reverend Samuel.
Reverend.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, sir.
I thank God that I can be able to reach you today. This is my favorite program every day.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I always admire all you women that are there. I'm looking at you. I know your husband will be happy whenever they see you people. And for a man like me to leave my wife to be on the screen is a big job. Woman.
Thank you.
We thank God for your life. You didn't the channel. About that woman, man, I will not talk about religion now because I'm a sociologist.
Okay.
I will talk in a social way. Because if I should talk about the religion, I'm going to limit it somewhere. A woman, let me tell you, is a mother of a community. A woman is an inventor. A woman is an author. A woman is a beginner. A woman begins everything, not man.
Okay.
A woman is a mother of a nation.
Yes.
Let's make it in large areas. Women are more important in the society more than men. Let's go there. Let's say that there is a function somewhere now. And then everybody is there. You will see many men will come in, nobody will do that then. As soon as the lady comes in, people will be looking.
So we should punish them.
Some people will even lose themselves because of what? You are so much important in the society. At home, in the society, at church, at mosque, in the community, everywhere you are too much important.
Okay.
And if somebody's wife go and lay down her body for another man, it's too much. It's too much. What happened to that lady should be from the clan or from the society. Where they regarded women. I've watched a video where a man in the north was tied to a tree. They beat the man to stupor because he beat his wife. That who gave you authority to beat that woman? Don't you know that she's a mother? And the father said that, did I ever touch your mother in your presence?
Okay.
The man was shouting, yankuri, all these things. The father said that, give him more.
Okay, Reverend Samuel.
This one will teach you a lesson that a woman is important in the clan and society.
Okay.
So when a woman that is important in the society
she cannot lay,
couldn't be able to hold herself and then go and then mess herself up with another man.
Okay.
That's why I think they are doing that one to that woman. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Samuel. So Reverend Samuel decided to speak, as he said, as a sociologist. I thought you would talk about how Christ protected a woman from punishment for infidelity.
But the truth is that with all of these things, I don't even know whether we are encouraging the culture, because as far as I'm concerned, the culture is not favoring, it doesn't favor the women. Most culture does not favor women, honestly. And to see this kind of a thing, and then we are now encouraging it, how our society, how is it going to be better?
Ramatu, with the question I want to ask, right, is that the question I want to ask is, when you punish the woman, it's supposed to deter her from doing it, or the women in the community from doing it, laying with another man. So what do you use to deter a married man from sleeping or chasing with other? No, I'm not talking about single. The married women. What are you doing?
Nothing. And you see that there are no laws facing those kind of things.
Man where the woman husband cash, if he make it, he could let you know what he see. Including that, if it wasn't that we had criminal law instituted, it was legitimate under our culture to kill the man.
For coming to meet his wife.
For violating his home. And it was not the way we thought it, that it mean we read that to mean that the home will break.
But do we now do it?
The women were kept in their husbands' homes, but the men who could be killed until laws were put in place.
Oh.
The women
you are making our point.
are coming culturally, and there are legal precedents to this.
Yes.
In our local, what's it called, customary courts.
Okay.
A man whose woman committed adultery and got pregnant, but the belle was born in his home, the child belongs to him. Where the belle was born, the father can be necking his head outside, the child belongs to me. If you do DNA self, he might not be able to get the child, because the man will say, I paid that dowry, and whatever proceeds that come from her uterus is mine. It's our culture. So we have cultures. We don't understand all our cultures, but not all our cultures was warped. And I'm careful because of what Ramatu is saying, that all laws don't favor. It's not about favoring women. It is about the sanctity of homes.
And wrong.
The right, thank you. The sanctity of marriages and homes. And so that's why those laws look complex. My problem is with women who think that, no, because of Igbo have come, you have read novel own. You think that's the only way it can be.
We have read it in the Bible.
But both should be punished.
Let me take this.
I have not even argued the Quran.
Punished. Both the man and the woman should be punished.
I'm like Reverend. I'm on sociology.
In cases like this.
Okay, ladies, one house. Let me take a call. Yakub has called us from Dokwemu. Good morning, Yakub.
It's only men that are calling to the
because they love this topic.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yakub.
And good morning, Sister Animas.
Good morning, sir.
You have spoken very well. The only issue I had with that thing is that because of the woman finds you, there's no how that culture can catch the man. Their culture is honoring the man, which is not so good at all, at all.
Thank you.
Because the issue is this: the two people do something. Why the culture is honoring the man?
Yes.
The man is supposed to go down with the victim as well.
Yes.
That is why one says that if you catch both of them are going to take the blala. Serious one, not say that they get small.
Bulala.
So that is why from Yoruba culture, Nima, I don't know why Nima got to know, although I know that she was born here, because she's so familiar with Yoruba culture so much. Because there's some Yoruba culture, they will not tell you not to do it. Go and do it as a man, and then once you get there, you take it. Because by the time they started suspecting some certain things, they know what to do to the woman. And then you enter the trap. You go for it. But don't you see that if sometimes they put that trap on the woman, at the end of the day, no customer, as Nima rightly said earlier, the woman go for it. That is why, that's another way around, because it is very, very serious thing. Because if you are suspecting a woman, you are not so sure. You use your back gas or something to set a trap for the other side. And then by mistakenly, or maybe God just wants to let the man escape that, and then the customer did not come as Sister Nima said earlier. Do you know that the woman is going to die? So it is either way or there. So as I was saying earlier, that culture is not too good, because he's supposed to catch that the other man, and then both of them should get that victim very well. Good morning and God bless you.
Thank you, Yakub.
Honestly, that's the reason why this country is not moving forward, because of the way we treat women and children in this country.
Yeah.
Because every single thing, honestly, most culture, I'm not going to say all the culture, but most culture always punish the woman if the woman does anything wrong. The woman is a human being too. She goes through stuff. And even the men, if a woman sleeps with a married man, if a married man sleeps with a single lady, there should be punishments too. Why are they not sitting down to write all of these laws to affect everybody, both parties? Yeah. Because both parties we are both human beings. Yeah. That's what we should all put into consideration. Not that we come and sit down and start supporting the fact that some culture says this and that. Because we women, some of the things, we can't even change them. It was the men that sat down and did all of these laws to favor themselves most times. And it's not really nice, and it's not really fair. Because look at her now. They have disgraced her. They put her down. Her slippers packed by the side. They were just flogging her. You know, her children are there looking at her. And the funny thing is that it's not even going to end there. That stigma stays with her throughout. And her children. Everywhere, the whole community, if she just passes, they are going to say, see this one that has done this, that.
Yeah. Would you understand? Why she should not have done it in the first place. Like we are.
That's why she shouldn't have done it. How?
She should not have been involved in extramarital affairs.
Good.
In the first
I think
place,
that
is established.
But let me take this call so that after then you can give your full opinion. Femi is calling us from Kwara State. Good morning, Femi.
Good morning, my sister. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. You people are talking about tradition. All the problem that we have in this world comes from you people now. Don't you know that? Even right away from the Bible.
Today we are the
That's the genesis of the whole scenario.
Right from the Bible.
You know? Another thing is that before a woman marries to another, in as much that man that you want to get married to is not from your tribe, right? You need to know their culture before you go into, before you try to into. You need to know their culture. Okay. That's the most important thing. You know, that's the first thing that you have to know before you get married to someone.
To somebody.
You know, is he a Yoruba man? What are they doing? What is their culture? Is it what I can, withstand? Can I withstand it? You understand? If it is Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, you have to know the genesis. You know, gone are those days. In Yoruba, before you got married, they called Alarino. Okay, go and do this thing. Go and do the findings. They will go down deep to their family. What is happening to them? What are they doing? All those things are not more, they are not in a fit, you know. Those are the issues that we have now.
Okay.
So we are possible.
Thank you, Mr. Femi. So Mr. Femi is saying that we should do the job of understanding our culture and the culture of people that we're getting married to. But, you know, to be on, let's look at it. I think I mentioned it earlier. Most of us just have our religion. That's what we rely on. Yeah. You meet your fellow Christian brother or your Muslim sister, and, you know, as long as it says do not be unequally yoked. And for us, what it means is that, okay, you know, spiritually, our religion aligns, you know. So I would not today be thinking, what are those grassroots customs and culture and traditions that I should be looking for? The person I'm married has not been home in years. The last time that they were home was to bury a great-great-grandfather, you know. So why... I feel like we're talking to a different group of people. There are a group of people that this would not affect. But those who are at home, the grassroots of a certain socioeconomic class, are those that suffer from the backlash of cultures like this or traditions like this.
Yes, so I'll say something. There's this cultural thing. Let's not even talk about the part of this infidelity part. The infidelity part is a no-no, because once you are married, Islamically, if you are married, you should be faithful to your partners. It's from both the man and the woman. You should be faithful to your partner. So that is a different thing. But you see, this culture that you need to, there are some things that you will never understand about the other person's culture, because you will not bother to ask. You just think that it's normal. Once you enter the culture, yes, you just... But when you now enter the culture, you start seeing, start understanding some of their culture, and you are like, how is this done and everything? Like in a culture that I know, that once they wake up as early as 4 a.m. Once you wake up and you hear broom marks, you're supposed to, as a wife, you're supposed to stand up and start sweeping. Just wants to start hearing that broom, you just stand up and start sweeping.
Okay.
Then sometimes when you now married into that kind of place and you are still sleeping maybe till that kind 5 a.m. when it's time for prayers, and then when you after prayers, that's when you now start sweeping. When you see that, when you go to that kind of culture, it will now become a problem, because it will be counted that, look, oh, you this is how it's done in my culture, but because you came into this culture and you don't know, it becomes a problem. I've seen that has become a problem in somebody that I know, and it was a big problem.
Okay.
Because there's so many of their cultural beliefs that, you know, she didn't understand. You know, it's not everything they will tell you.
Okay, so we should, yeah, okay. Talk where we're going to.
Yes, so I before the caller came in, I was talking about the importance of establishing that on no account are we permissive of the cheating.
Of infidelity.
No, infidelity is not allowed.
We don't permit, and the truth is, when we have conversations around this, sometimes people tend to want to say, because we are fighting for the right of a woman involved in it, means that we support her. No, it's just that the treatment should be humane and it should be fair. The woman that is being beaten in that video, she understands that she had stepped out. And
she subscribed.
Yes, she subscribed to it. She stepped out of her marriage, and there are consequences for it. And the embarrassment is to stop her from doing it and stop other people from doing it. It's the same way that we say when we want to stop terrorism, we should publicly punish existing terrorists. If we want to stop kidnapping, publicly punish existing kidnappers you have caught, so that others will not do it. So when this woman has received this lashing in front of everybody, any other woman that wants to try anyhow will just look and arrange themselves that, I don't want this same kind of thing to happen to me. So there's a reason for it being done the way it is done. It is just that I just felt, because they were too involved in it, it is not, this is one time to bring up the scripture and say, he who has no sin should cast the first stone, because this person has a sin against her. Yes, but let's just involve the man that was also co-involved in the matter.
All right, let's take this call quickly. Blessing is calling us from, Blessing. Good morning, Blessing. From Satellite Town. Good morning.
Good morning, Blessing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. This topic really touched very close to home. I'm from Benue State. So my body will look at business. That is very, very important. Called Alexis.
Go on.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, please. We can hear you.
I said this topic really touched very close to home.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm from Benue State.
Okay.
Everybody to precise. We have a very terrible culture concerning women called Alexis. I have a cousin. My dad's younger brother. He got married to a lady from the same place as from Benue State, but not from the same local government. The lady does not have that culture. So she felt nothing could happen to her. And my uncle was a very, very chief. He was always complaining to my dad continuously. He was always complaining. My dad would say, just manage, that's how men do. So one day, she used to fry akara after my age. Very beautiful lady, and they got married very early.
Okay.
The man that used to help her, the vice man that used to help her, he pack her load to the side. He later caught feelings for this guy because my uncle was very vicious.
Hot feelings.
Okay.
They want to have boss and we had their bike, but he doesn't go and pick her. He closes by 11 at night. So that vice man was always very close to her.
Okay, Blessing.
The started having a relationship. So the vice man guy got fault. He had to buy another bike for the man because the man was very helpful to her and he loved them. All of a sudden, she just blanked my uncle. They're having issues, serious issues.
Okay, Blessing. Just because of time, could you...
But due to the culture that we have, they have two sons. They got married very early. So that their son was 29 years. 29-year-old boy. He was working as a security at Apata. Could you believe that? This is my cousin. He just fell into like Apata.
She's crying. Yes.
Oh my God.
He fell. Was he pushed? Sorry, I'm missing it.
He was at the after they don't want to see my cousin.
Okay.
He said, because my name is
I'm so sorry, Blessing.
It's very terrible if there is a way.
Wait, so you think that he fell into the lagoon as a consequence of her relationship with the bike person? Did I get that? Okay.
Okay. So when he died 2 years ago.
I'm so sorry, Blessing.
And up to now, the family, they are just separated. Now this couple, they are very young.
Yes.
They could not stay again. They could not stay together because of what happened to their husband. And up till now, the woman cannot give a second child food. Because if she tries to give a second son, the same thing will happen
to him.
So the family are just separated. Even if she sees the husband now, because of the terrible culture, she doesn't greet her husband. When I did my housewarming, I told them to come and the both of them to come.
And they're still together.
They saw themselves, they just pretend as they don't know themselves because of the culture.
Thank you so much, Blessing, for sharing this story. You know, that's, you know, what we're talking about, the harsh consequences of some of these actions. So nobody is defending infidelity, premarital, extramarital affairs, but then there's some harsh punishment that we give. Nima, you said something earlier that I was saying you were making my point, which was, you know, you said culturally or traditionally or long time ago, men also face harsh punishment for their behavior. But over time, somehow, that has evolved. Men don't face those sort of harsh punishments anymore. But the women are still forced to face it till today. It's as if men over time have found a way to protect themselves, but women have not been given that opportunity or that chance. So for me, today's conversation is really about the fairness. What are we looking for really? Is it to stop the behavior? Is it about justice, or is it just about humiliating a woman because we still can, and we can't humiliate a man?
So I cannot completely take out the fact that certain cultures target humiliating women.
Yeah.
They exist. But on this conversation that we're having, you remember I carefully said, careful what you subscribe to. And I will explain how we subscribe to culture. When these cultures or these practices are arrived at, well, from what I know is done in my place, is that when they arrive at some of these practices, they are collectively agreed as consequence of certain actions. You were not there when they were agreed at. I would explain with burial that for us to be able to escape the traditional burial, my father had to unsubscribe and disassociate from it. That when I pass, this is what should be permitted for my family. And I remember his uncle outlived him as head of family, and he said he had told us over 9 of his siblings, step siblings, everybody said he said this. That's how you unsubscribe from things that were agreed on even before you were born. Women who marry, you will see that this woman took this punishment because spiritually there are certain consequences that also before family. Some people will say curses and all of that are the generational causes and some of that are consequences. When they do, people start to shout agua, agua, abomination over something. It means that it will spill over. This girl's call brought me somewhere touching.
Yes.
Because whether or not the woman made public what she had done, she was, you know, and she believed it. Even if it could have been coincidence, Islam doesn't believe things like this, but it could have been, but they believe it, and it happens to them. And so that's why I say, on the part of women, yes, there are so many unfair things we need to discuss, but let's just be careful.
Yeah, we'll be careful, but as a society, we need to stop targeting women and humiliating them. Can I have just last...
like you said, I'll just say, please let us continue to... Please, if you find yourself in the family and there are judging cases like this, do not be silent. Speak up and support the woman. Maximum of what you will do is to ensure that there is fairness in how the punishment is taking place at every point in time.
Yeah, I agree too. Yes, they should be fair, because honestly, when I heard this call now, I'm even scattered. The whole everything.
Thank you so much, ladies, for your contributions today. And our viewers, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for another interesting show. Bye for now.